Hello everyone. It's Friday. It's also the end of the month, and I am very excited. Oh wait, I need to post a link. So everyone can see. Friday. It's also the end of the very month. Excited because we have the Olympics today. I haven't done the Olympics in some time. Sounds really me. One sec. Yeah. So we have the Olympics today. So the Olympics are basically a series of smaller tournaments, usually grouped based on weapon types. Recently, I've been experimenting with some new types of groupings for these weapons, just so people can have maybe some different experience and not just fight the same fights all the time. It's also because in the past with the server roles and everything, it was weapon titles were more connected to weapon tournaments, but now it's not the case anymore. So we can play around with that. And yeah, so today we're gonna have 4 qualifier tournaments, and then we're gonna have a final tournament. I don't want to spend too much time explaining, the format and everything, because I've already done that on Discord. So if you want to check it out, you can check my post in the announcements, and you can also check my post in competition talks. Basically, you don't have to worry too much about it. I'm going to worry about those things, but I will say one thing before we start, which is if you want to use your favorite character in the final tournament that is going to be after these qualifiers, you would need to reach the finals. But there are 2 more ways for you to play maybe a different character from the one that you got access with. One of them would be to drop your right to use those characters, so you're at the mercy of the wheel, and maybe you can get your main character. Or if you get 2 medals, so medals means finalists, so only gold or silver. We're not going to have bronze medals today. If you get 2 medals in other categories, then you can trade those medals over 1 character. Yeah, so for example, if you got in thrusting swords and in two-handed, like in these 2 events now, but you're a saber main and you would like to use your saber and maybe you didn't do so well in saber, you could trade those medals in order to get your favorite character. So there is a little bit of a pressure on your shoulders to try to win with your main. But at the same time, there are some redemption ways that you can use in the final tournament. If not, you can just take this experience as an opportunity to maybe learn with a different character. We're going to start with the 2 tournaments. We're going to use them alternatively. Thrusting swords, which include Marie, Marta, Kalkstein, and Connor. And we're going to have 2-handed weapons, which are the 2 longswords, Zera and Isabella, and Jendrek. That one stayed a little bit more classic. In order to keep this short, we're going to do single elimination tournaments, best of 1, and the fights are going to be 5 flags, so it's going to be very tough. But the semifinals and the finals are going to be 6 flags. Yeah, so those ones are going to be a little less maybe random than the 5. So we're going to see a lot of surprises. We're going to see a lot of upsets. We're going to see who can learning other character. Yeah, so we're going to see who can fight under pressure who can perform in multiple events and whatnot. So you're going to have at least one fight in the thrusting swords, at least one fight in the other one. And after these two events, we have another two, which are saber-oriented tournaments. And for the first time, we split sabers in two. So we're going to have Polish sabers and foreign sabers, the likes of Alex, Hassan, and those who do not use Polish saber. So I think it's going to be very interesting. And without further ado, we're going to dive right into it because we need to keep it going. And for those of you listening and competing, I have a huge request. We need to keep it going. So when you see the call out, try as much as possible to be there so you can get your fight done. Right. So we are going to start with thrusting swords. And in thrusting swords, so there's me versus 3C. The winner is going to face Ezekiel. There's Eve versus Pico. Subu versus Piper. The winner is going to face Info. And then we have Mike versus Tao. And the winner is going to face Oak. So our main... so the way I made these Olympics, so I seeded the people who are who main these specific weapons. So Ezekiel obviously a Marta main, Eve a Calc main, Info Marie main, and Oak a Calc main as well. And the rest of us were mashed up based on the overall rankings. Same thing happened in the two-handed weapons as well. Right, so the first fight looks to be me versus 3C in thrusting swords. So these are the early rounds. Only 5 flags, anything can happen. So no fight is easy. And by no means I wanted to imply that 3C is an easy fight, because I've seen him doing great in some other tournaments. And yeah, let's get it going. Next fight will be Subu versus Piper, so be ready, please. You can still sign up for the sabers. I will keep the registration open close to the event. I'm actually very excited for today, and I know it's going to be a little bit of a bloodbath. I know Eve, for example, he really likes this type of brutal elimination type of tournament, so this is exactly what's going to happen here. But as I said, every person will get the chance to fight in every qualifier event. Okay, we are on speed mode, by the way. 1.1. We're going to do all the qualifiers on the Void map, and the final tournament will be on our house arena, which is the school map. I'm going to be on the left. 3C is going to be on the right. And it looks to be a shield battle. I know 3C mains Marina, so I think Connor seems to be a closer choice to Marina. I can also play a little bit of Connor. I'm not that good with him, but just a little bit. Yeah, the push very strong for Connor, obviously. Oh, nice. It's a nice move. Oh, nice. Got the leg. Oh, nice dash back. No more room there. GG. 3C, good fight. 5-2. I think 3C is in the other event as well. We'll have to wait a little bit until the next fight, but they will go pretty fast. By the way, we're gonna do all the fights in each event until the semifinals. So only then we're gonna switch to the other one. So right now we're gonna do all the thrusting until the semifinal. Subu is going to fight Piper in a thrusting match. Piper, I know, plays Marta a little bit, so does Subu. So we might see a Marta mirror here. Subu and Piper. It's gonna be a fun fight. Only 5 flags. Next fight is going to be Mike versus Tao. Subu and Piper, please. Making me log into Parse again. Okay. Oh, eating lunch. Oh, okay. Let's do E versus Pico then. Because Mike also needs steam, so we might lose some time there as well. Let's do E versus Pico. E versus Pico is interesting. Pico has somewhat mained Marta. Eve can also play very good rapiers, mostly because rapiers function on the same principles that Eve likes to play, which is fighting clean, fighting at range. Because I remember in most of the times in the Olympics, Eve was doing well in the rapier. I think he even won a rapier tournament, if I'm not mistaken, or got to the final or something like that. I think he got to the final. Right. So Eve is on the left, Pico is on the right. By the way, sides in the next rounds will depend based on number of flags scored and number of flags received. So, and also people coming from the from the different from the other side of the bracket. All right, let's see what's gonna happen here. Or maybe Calc for oh, Marta. Marie for Eve and Marta for Pico. Pico is actually the seeded player here in this fight because of Calc and Marta. Not the strong mains, but we see those characters from him more often than not. He's usually a player that likes to play multiple characters. Oh, nice one to the arm again from Eve. The same attack. 2. Oh, nice side step. Pico gets his first flag. Oh, and again, Eve is very sharp with his attacks. We know that Marie tends to be a little bit janky with her attacks, but every time Eve struck, well, not this time though, but he did land a clean hit. It wasn't janky, it was just that it didn't have enough power. Nice one to the face, 3-2. Eve is careful, so is Pico. Pico's trying to use some... Oh, nice dash there. Oh, and again, a nice forward thrust. 4-2 for Eve. And he's about to eliminate a very important contender here. And a grab attempt. Blocks it. Oh, nice dash in. Beat the blade there with his magic. Oh, beautiful. Third flag for Pico. Oh, nice push. But the follow-up is a little bit too slow and probably wouldn't have killed in that particular motion, I mean. Yeah, Eve is patient, waiting for the right opportunity to attack. They both attack at the same time. They both landed, but Pico is limping. Oh, tried, and that sound is so funny. And Marta with the punch.
Hey.
Hey, Subu, how are you?
Doing great.
Yeah, welcome to the Olympics. We're having Eve versus Pico now in the thrusting swords, and it's 4-4 down to the last flag.
Nice.
A little bit of pressure on our players today with the 5 flags only. I know back in the day 5 flags used to be the norm, but nowadays you rarely see any competition with 5 flags, and it's usually because of other reasons, not because people wanted to play 5 flags.
Right, yeah.
Oh, and a nice one to the face, and Eve wins it 5-4. Congratulations.
Yeah, obviously Eve didn't want to use Calc, so Marie was a good pick.
Yeah. Subu versus Piper is the next fight. Again, 5 flags. If you're going in a 5 flag fight with somebody like Piper, you never know what's going to happen. You can never say for sure that you can win. Let's get Piper in, and after that we're gonna do Mike versus Tao, and the winner of that will be facing Oak, but a little bit later. By the way, I said something earlier, and I was wrong. I said that Pico was the seeded player in this fight, but that's not true. Eve was the seeded player in the fight because of his calc main.
Mm-hmm.
And the Pico also got a ticket directly to the quarterfinals, also because of the fact that he mains a couple of these characters. Anyway, Subu, that's just my nerd stuff. Subu versus Piper is our next fight. Really curious on this one. I'm expecting a Marta mirror, but we'll see. Yes, seems the right thing to do here. And I also remember that in rapier tournaments, although this is not a rapier tournament, it's something hybrid. Remember that you were using Marta every time. So yeah, here we go. Double. Don't see that very often. Oh, nice blade beat and nice follow up. And Piper gets the first flag here. Oh, nice follow-up cut there from Subu. Most people would just go for like another thrust there, but he went for a nice cut to the head. Most people don't necessarily use cuts. Oh, nice one to the face. Don't use cuts unless they want to blade beat somebody that is in long guard. Oh, sidestep attempt and another cut there. Piper with a small lead here. And again another cut to the head. Those seem to land pretty well. 4-1, and Piper is very close here to get a nice win. Well, I'm pretty sure Subu wouldn't be too upset. I'm sure that he's waiting. Oh, and he got it there.
Yeah, not sure how that hit me, but GG.
Yeah, it looked a little bit weird. I'm sure Subu is just warming up for the 2 Saber events that we're gonna have, because I'm not sure exactly what's your strategy, but you have like Barabash in one and you have Alex in the other, so it's probably gonna be a nice opportunity. Mike versus Tao is next. And I know that Mike needs steam, so we're gonna give him that. And for Tao, he is going to be on Parsec. Sorry about that. Okay, Mike is here, and he has a has a controller. I'm also expecting Marta from Tao. I don't know if he wants to try maybe Kalk or Connor or something else, but I know that out of all these characters, he probably played Marta a little bit more. Mike on the left and Tao on the right. What are the rules for this tournament? Single elimination, but it's a qualifier tournament for something bigger. Mike doesn't have control. Not necessarily. We did it. Oh, I see. Okay, let me. Let's do this. Host is doing something else. Yeah. Just give me 1 sec. Okay. Can you take control, Mike? Okay, nice. Tao, can you take control? Awesome. Okay. Thrusting weapons.
Okay.
Or maybe they reversed, I think, sides.
Looks like they're both in. Need to swap sides, Tao says.
Okay. Yeah, swap sides, please. Marta for Tao and Mike. Oh, I think he has, again, his button swapped. He said something about that. Okay.
Okay, if you're trying to speak, Venator, I can't hear you.
No, I'm not saying anything. It's just. Can you hear me? Let me see.
Goes in for a dash. Tao takes the first flag. Cannot hear Venator and call. Yeah, I don't hear him either.
Yeah, can you guys hear me now? Okay, we'll see.
Gave him a ping there. Obviously, he can't hear me either, so
I can't hear you.
not sure what's up with that. Okay, so Venator hears me. That's good. I'll try and refrain from speaking because I feel like I'm gonna be talking over him because he's coming through on YouTube. So maybe try reconnecting.
All right, so Tao has 2 flags here. Mike 1. Oh, nice one to the head. Actually went to the body there. And Tao takes the 3rd flag here. Oh, nice cut there. I'm not sure what Tao wanted to do there, but oh, probably trying to grab. Oh, Tao is hurt. Mike needs to take control here of this flag. But Tao actually just went close. That's actually a very good move from Marta. Just get close and then press the X. So she's going to do a punch and then the follow-up usually kills. It's actually a pretty powerful cut follow-up. Oh, nice one. Beat the blade. It usually goes over the, over the head and kind of guarantees a kill unless the character's on the side a little bit and hits the torso or the shoulder. Again, the same thing, so it was deliberate. 5-2. Experience takes control here in this fight. And Tao wins it. And we'll be facing Oak a little bit later. Just 2 fights later, actually. Okay. We're going to have to restart the game because of Steam. But let me first figure it out with...
Okay, still nothing from Venator. I think he's rejoining.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, loud and clear.
All right. Yeah, I think it's a bug or something, because I also, when I join tournaments, as soon as I join Parsec, or even the Discord thing, I can't hear one of the commentators. I don't know what's going on.
Mm.
But anyway, I think it's audible on YouTube though.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. So Tao managed to win the fight. He used his experience there. Mike did a pretty good job, although he does not play Marie, but he had some good ideas there, and managed to get a couple of good flags. Next one is going to be a pretty tough fight for me, I'd say. Ezekiel. Ezekiel is a very good Marta player, maybe even the best. Not sure if you wanted to pick somebody else in this event, but honestly, I don't see a reason why he'd do that. And he's going to take the left side. I am going to take the right side. And see how it goes. So this is the penultimate event here in the month. We're going to have the USFC tomorrow, which is going to be the event that's going to conclude the month and the rankings. But today is a very good opportunity to get some ranking points, because every qualifier matters. Obviously, it's not going to be full points. It's just going to be 3 points for the winner, 2 points for the finalist, and 1 point for each participant. But the final tournament is going to be a minor tournament, which means that you can get more points from there. But if you win like 3 or maybe even all the tournaments, you can get a nice number of points. But anyway, the point system was balanced in such a way that it does not exceed a major tournament too much. Like, you would have to win like every tournament to win more points than a major tournament. Waiting for Ezekiel here.
Yeah, his Marta is fantastic. I would say he single-handedly proved that Marta is a viable pick across the board.
Yeah. I think the only thing that Ezekiel lacks at this point, it's that championship mindset, because he's reached a lot of finals, but unfortunately he hasn't been able to win regular tournaments so far. And I think it's just something about, like, maybe he gets a little bit nervous, or maybe he just can't focus very well, or but as soon as he will do that and overcome that psychological barrier, things are going to be a little bit different. Because I know it happened to me as well. Like, okay, I won my first tournament, and then I waited for like 6 months until I won the next one. And I think a couple of times it was just kind of just mental stuff. It wasn't even... Okay, 1 second. I need to replug my controller. Here I am.
Yeah, I used to be in that boat too, where I'd always get second place, never get first place, trying to beat Warden and these types of things. So
Yeah,
I think a lot of us have been in that situation at one point or another.
yeah. Here we go.
Connor versus Marta. I'd say this is actually a matchup Marta can win, but the Marta needs to know how to counter shields. Nice back Y. That's
Yeah, I'm
a really good
expecting.
move
I'm
for her.
expecting that back Y whenever I dash in. Obviously, that is what Connor wants to do. Kind of dash in and just.
Oh, the sidestep, dodging the push. That was good from Venator. Oh, back wide to the head again. Thankfully, for Venator, it doesn't kill. But there's another one. Yeah, it goes right around the shield, it looks like.
Oh! How did
Oh,
that
nice.
miss? Oh, that's fine. What? Just misses the Y, so I think I need to do something else.
Yeah, Marta's point is just so nimble. Even if you think you have her beat, there's often an attack on the way. Push out of measure but keeps going. That's what you have to do in those situations. I think Ezekiel was ready with a follow-up. Back A. A cut there doesn't connect somehow. Not exactly sure what happened, but Venator got it. Yeah, Venator's game plan is pretty simple here. Catch Marto's attack on the shield, displace the rapier, close in. Ezekiel is doing everything he can to avoid that. In this case, Venator didn't even have to worry about the rapier. He just sort of moved in, cut past the guard, got a kill. The passive protection of the shield can be very helpful with that. Gives you a little bit of wiggle room, because Marta often just impales you if you are too overzealous, but there's a hit to the hand.
Did not expect that. GG. Good
I
fight.
didn't either. That I was just in the middle of commentating and I blinked, and then you're hit. But that's what Marta does, and Ezekiel's very good at using her.
Yep. Ezekiel moves on to the next round. He will be facing Eve in the semifinal. Now we got Info versus Piper. Here we go. Info Marie main, doing good these days. Come on, Piper. There is. Okay. Info versus Piper. Info takes the left side. Piper takes the right side. Oak and Tao, get ready for the next fight. Here we go. Marie versus Marta.
Double lunge is blocked, and there it is. That cut.
Yeah. The same thing that Tao did earlier. Just walked up to her and just punch and then... Nice.
Stab to the head.
Yeah. Oh, nice one. It's the belly.
Gotta be leftist Martha like that. Talking about the versus the shield.
Again. Info is lowering her sword a little bit too much against a head sniper like Marta. Gotta be careful. Oh, this time the triangle works.
Yeah, Yendrik is hard to use. I don't think he's easy to use.
Oh, nice. 3-3.
No guard. Moves often don't connect when they should. And it's just... his mechanics work differently from everyone else.
And Info takes the lead for the first time, 4-3.
Looking for a blade beat Info, but Info gets stabbed. There's a double lunge. Actually does the first lunge and stops twice, but gets tired. Double lunge was probably needed there, but there's a triangle. Nice.
And Info with a little bit of a comeback here, although it's just a 5 fight. A little bit of a comeback, and I think this is quite important because this will give Info a very good chance of qualifying to the final, because she will be fighting in the semi-final and they will be fighting with 6 flags, and 6 flags I think is going to be a little bit more reasonable. Oak versus Tao is next. Oh, not just Oak. Oak and Lix. And after this fight, we're going to conclude the first rounds of the thrusting swords tournament qualifier. And after that, we're going to move to two-handed. Oak takes the left side, Tao takes the right side. I'm expecting Kalk here from Oak. He's been playing him a lot this week, and I don't see any reason why he'd switch. But Tao goes with Marta, and Marta is a little bit of a counter to Kalk in some ways. But I know that Oak has worked a lot on how to play this matchup. But in 5 flags, anything can happen. Oh, blade beat, delayed again. I've noticed this week,
Nice preemptive.
watching Oak, how diverse his play style with Kalk has become. I mean, not that he wasn't diverse before, but nowadays he's just throwing so many different types of attacks, so many different types of punishes. First one goes to Tao. I think is using like his entire arsenal, which makes it a scary prospect to fight against. Oh, nice one. Try the chop again. Interesting approach. That was being patient. Oh, I think he tried a dash. Got caught, but not killed. Beat his blade. Subo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 2-1.
Nice hit.
I just couldn't hear anything, and I thought that maybe him again.
Yeah, no worries. Well, the wiggle thrust is punished. Nice from Tao.
Oh, nice one. Beats the blade. That move is that combo is actually designed for this, which is to beat the blade and then just follow up. Oh, a little bit of magic. I like what Tao is doing. Tao is oh, got hit here though. He's being very patient, and he's letting Oak know that, you know what, you are playing. Oh, nice back wide. Like, you're playing your main. This is your tournament. You have to be the aggressor. I'm gonna wait for you here. And oh, and again,
so you do, Marta. Nice.
Yeah. One more.
And now it's anybody's game. One small mistake.
Yeah.
And it's over. Good patience from Oak. That back Y could have been lethal.
Ooh.
There's a dash Y thrust. That's a tough one to deal with.
Yeah.
Even if you long guard.
Kalk had some very good dashes as well, but I think Oak probably finds them a little bit too risky. Especially against somebody that can snipe the head so well, like Marta. Oh, and again hits him 3 times. His shirt is full of blood. He can still fight though. I think Oak would be happy with a double here. Or maybe take it all, but nice push there.
Oh, the push and the thrust. Beautiful.
Yeah. And 5-2-4, coming back from 4-2. Oak will probably, a little bit later, will have to rely on his old Laszlo to go further. We'll see. The semifinals of the Thrusting Swords tournament are Ezekiel versus Eve and Info versus Tao. These fights are going to be 6 flags, but they are going to be played a little bit later. Now, we are going to the two-handed tournament. This one has only 10 players compared to 11, but we're still going to do 5 flags. And the first fight is going to be, again, Piper versus Info, but in two-handed this time. And by the way, the reason why they're fighting again is that actually in the Thrusting Swords, Piper moved on to the next round and fought Info, so they weren't fighting from the beginning. Obviously, it's very hard to just avoid having the same matchups when you have the same players. Here we go. Piper, Info. Two-handed. And I think info here will go Jendrik. Info likes to play Jendrik. And yeah. Piper again is being late. I am going to penalize him. Piper, you start with -2 flags in this fight. That's Subu. Let's let's also talk to Tao and Maestro and say whoever is late, like every minute that you're late, you lose 1 flag in the fight, and that should keep people on their toes. There he is. Okay, I was obviously joking. Piper is gonna start on the left side, info on the right side. This time in a matchup that I wouldn't say favors a player over another. We know that Piper every now and then he plays Isabella. Very rarely, but he does. Piper left, info right. And info also plays Jendrik, probably a little bit more often than Piper plays Isabella. Oh, Isabella for info as well. And
Interesting.
Honestly, I don't think it's a bad idea. And you know why? Because I feel like Isabella is just like Marie, just better. You know, I mean, same mobility,
Yeah.
same thing. Like for me, it was very easy to get into Marie after playing Isabella. I feel they're very similar.
Nice. She has decent stabbing as well, which Jendrik lacks, so that's also a good reason to pick her. Nice. Going for a bunch of attacks there, Piper. Both are injured, but Piper he does what Piper does with Isabella. Oh, nope.
Yeah.
That low cut can be good, but it usually doesn't do that much damage. Your best bet is to hit the hand with that move, but easier said than done. Usually
nice
your
one.
opponent has to be long guarding or something.
Info playing Isabella like a rapier, and I like it. I actually like a more thrust-oriented longsword style. Even in at my Hema gym, I'm throwing a lot of thrusts actually. A lot more than I throw cuts. I do throw cuts as well. Oh, beautiful. I also throw cuts, but they're mostly snap cuts. They're just kind of whip them to the head. Oh, it gets caught there as well.
Another one.
Yeah. Just kind of to snipe the head or snipe the arm. Oh, nice thrust.
Lange Connect says Isabella's thrusts are on par with Jan and Giddy's thrusts according to his tests. Oh. Stab to the arm, then a hit to the head. And now it's even, actually. Piper could bring this one back. He's got momentum. Piper with momentum, not a fun opponent to fight. As far as stress levels, as far as the enjoyment factor, obviously, it's usually still there. Push. That's it. Yeah.
Piper gets it. It was actually the other way around. This time. Last time Piper had an advantage and Info came back. This time Info had an advantage and Piper came back. 5-4. Now we're gonna have Subu versus Pico.
They're fighting words in these parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't go there.
Yeah, it's not a good idea to go into balance discuss during an event. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
fine. Um,
I'll just say bugs should be fixed. That's the only thing.
Subu versus Pico. Will we see Zera again from Pico? To me, Pico is the most, or at least was, the most advanced Zera player. Like the things that he does, but he just does not play him often. Like he's a little bit of an OG Zera, and he has a lot of interesting stuff.
Considering Yendrick there too.
Yeah,
He can play a good Yendrick too, as I understand.
yeah.
But Zera's probably good. Just for reliability's sake.
Subu trying to play this. Usually Subu goes in with a lot of cuts, but this time he's a little bit more measured. He's just waiting for Pico, because Pico can get pretty wild with Zera, and that's a pretty difficult fight. Double. Postadidona there. Got a little bit tired after it. Oh, a back wide there does not land. A lot of nice exchanges here between these two. Oh, and a nice thrust to the face. I think Subu was trying to close the distance. Two. Oh, 4 now for Pico. You know that the number is the fight order. Yeah, Pico. With Zera, I think there are like two ways to play Zera. One way is exactly what Pico is doing here, like a little bit wild with some feints and some dashes, and just yeah, like that. And the second one would be something a little bit more static, focused more on precision and punishes. Pico is a little bit hurt there, but now he goes into low guard. I've seen him doing that a lot of times. It's just a very small detail there. Like he drops his sword, but then he keeps it in low guard and just tricks you. Pico is the old fox, and the cut lands eventually. 5-1. Yeah, Pico.
Yeah, GG.
Very unorthodox.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, nicely done.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna keep Mike and Lansknecht for a little bit because Mike needs a keyboard. So we're gonna do Eve versus Oak.
Yeah, Zera had some strange ones, but they didn't really affect the fight, so that's not super important. Eve.
Eve has, let's say, semi-mained Isabella. I mean, he had some periods where he was maining her, but not so much recently. And we know that Oak can actually play a very deceptive Zera. Every now and then he's very good with Zera, but maybe he's gonna go Yendrik this time. You know that he also tried Yendrik for a period, but I'm kind of expecting a Zera from him, to be honest. There he is. Eve, left side, Oak, right side. Yeah, he's going Zera.
Zera there, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of expected that, to be honest, because I've seen him every time he competed in one of these long board events. He was picking Zera, and a couple of times he actually did decent. And I think Jendrik at this point is a little bit too exposed for somebody so precise like Isabella. Zera will put, objectively, will put more of a fight. Nice push.
Back Y. There goes my bet.
Again, the back Ys. Yeah, Oak knows what's up. Yeah, the back Y can be quite intimidating.
Yeah, it's tough to approach Zera in this matchup, especially a good Zera.
Nice.
Stab.
I always found it difficult that, okay, he's very exposed on the sides, but as soon as you're trying to set up a side step or a side attack, he can track you with the back Y if he reads it. So you gotta be very careful with how you play it. 3 now for Oak. Let's see if Oak,
trade there.
Oak will make it 2-0 for Zera's here in this against Isabella's.
Stab attempt doesn't land. Nice counter.
Nice cut. Eve gets his first. But
yeah, Zera has big, wide swings like Calc does, so I could see that too. Also, Calc does use Meyer, so they're both German-inspired, just with different weapons.
Nice push there from Eve. Returns the favor, though. And quite brave, I'd say. Because going for a push against Zera can be tricky, precisely because of the back Y.
Yeah, and he's ready with it. Nice to the face. Good mix-up.
Damn, that was just perfect timing the way it went in. I haven't seen that move in a while. 5-2, so Oak produces a little bit of an upset, I would say. I know that Eve hasn't played Isabella in some time, but I would have favored him in this matchup. Let's do Mike versus Lansknecht. Oak, you need to main Zera, yeah. The, we're gonna have another meme now. If Oak manages to get to the final or win this qualifier, he's gonna be the Zera goat. After Marie goat, he's gonna be the Zera goat. Mike versus Lanz. I'm very curious to see who Lanz is gonna pick. Probably Zera. Or no, he actually plays Jendrik. He actually plays Jendrik. Forgot about that.
In
Get,
come the memes.
yeah, let's get Lance necked in first.
Yeah, the AI doesn't know how to make a good Fokosh or Chupaga
Yeah, AI
in
is not very
Polish.
good with weapons generally.
Yeah. Just looks like a woodcutter axe. Not even an axe for combat. In fact, if you look very closely, it's like it tried to make another axe head at the back a little bit, with that little point coming out of it. But then it stopped.
There's Mike. Okay, Mike left side, Lanz right side. By the way, we didn't see Lanz in the first event. Okay, maybe he didn't want to play any of the characters in that, but I encourage everybody to just compete in all of them. There's nothing to lose. But maybe he didn't know that he can play. Oh, he needs keyboard, I think. Maybe he didn't know that he can choose all of them. I don't know. Isabella from Mike. And I would say the experience here is obviously on Lanz's side. I mean, he has played Jendrik, and even recently in the events that we had, he played Jendrik and he had some success. But I would say Isabella is objectively stronger and a bad matchup for Jendrik.
Goes for a stab. Lanz is ready with long guard actually and looking for a hook of the blade. Doesn't quite get it. High guard. That's probably one of his better weapons here.
Nice.
But gets stabbed. Again, looking for the hook. That would be so cool if it landed, but Mike's not biting. The kick and keeps going.
Yeah, you gotta be careful when you're fighting Jendrik because if he goes in, there's a high chance that one of his attacks will just go through, and there's not much you can do about it. So you kind of have to keep him on his toes. Try to push. Mike is being careful, and I like it. Lanz is trying to be a little bit cheeky. Provoke.
Yeah.
He's actually using the taunt to get close, and he gets thrusted to the face. Well, Lanz, of course, the thrusts are good if you're just kind of if you're just exposing your chest there to them.
Ooh, a thrust of his own actually in that combo, but doesn't land it.
Oh, nice.
Nice from Mike. Yeah, Mike's just trying to stay solid and not fall for these taunts too much until there's a clear chance to just land a quick hit.
Oh, nice push there, but the follow-up wasn't good. I think he's a little bit too passive here. He obviously got the Lanz hurt, so he could capitalize, but maybe he's just waiting for the perfect moment to do it.
Yeah. Because you never know, Yender could have a liver shot ready or something, and you could still get hit. Oh!
Was that
not quite.
Jump?
Yeah, that was the... Whoa.
Yeah, some
more
taunts.
taunting
So
and
be
hook.
careful.
Stab again. No kill.
Yeah.
Doesn't hit with the point.
Yeah, it was a graze.
Ooh, that's not the best of attacks in my experience that Lands did there. Probably wanted something else, to be honest, but didn't switch from long guard in time. Or it could be another feint, because you can feint that move. Testing the waters before he goes in. Mike's got to be careful. Somehow blocks that, but there it is.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike is a little bit passive here, and I don't understand. I don't understand why. Like, he had him hurt there, but gave Lanz the opportunity to come back there. But Lanz is also very careful. He doesn't want to get into the point. Oh,
Ooh, again, too close for it, yeah.
I think if he went for the other follow-up, he would have killed. But I'm pretty sure Mike does not really know the moveset, so probably doesn't know what to use.
Oof, there it is, but missed. Too far, I should say. Ooh, nails the hand there, but no kill. Needs to find something more fatal, or at least range the thrust better. Oh, nice. This time the follow-up. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I think this is a little bit of a weird fight, I have to say. Because obviously Jendrik needs to be aggressive in this matchup. And also Isabella needs to be more active. Not necessarily aggressive, but active. And that doesn't really happen in either side.
Yeah.
It's just...
Mike's relying too much on the stabs too, I would say. They're a tool that you should use here, but obviously Lands is mindful of long guard and spacing, so it's not enough on its own.
Muay Thai here from
There's a move. There's a move that Mike maybe could use here. I don't want to say it though.
That's it.
Maybe after the fight.
4-3. Yeah, Lanz's experience is taking over.
High guard.
And a pretty long fight from what you'd expect from this matchup. This fight usually ends very fast. And
that's it.
Yeah. Lanz took the matter into his own hands and won it. Congratulations. And Lanz will be facing Tao in a few minutes. It's going to be a very difficult fight, especially if Tao goes Isabella. Tao has been playing a very good Isabella recently. So yeah. Next fight is going to be me versus Piper. Probably an Isabella mirror. And again, you never know what to expect from that kind of matchup. But I have to restart the game. I'll message Piper in the meantime, because he needs some time to... Oh, there he is. Oh. Okay. Piper takes right side. Yeah. Goes with Rat Hat Isabella. That is a sacrilege. It needs to be punished.
Alright, let's see what you can do, Piper.
Here we go.
Piper with just a combination of cuts. Venator's forced to back off, and this sidestep after that whole sequence. Piper just had a bunch of moves queued up, so Venator had no opportunity to counter. And that's one way you can be very aggressive in this game, is just if you're queuing attacks together such that your opponent can't respond without being hit, it can work pretty well. And the auto guard will also eventually fail. Nice cut.
Do it for the Rat Hats.
Oh, we got punished for that whiff. Venator has seen that follow up a lot of times, so he knows all about it. And he's probably ready to punish it, because I feel like just throwing it whenever is a little bit of a mistake. You gotta be calculated with your usage of it. Especially because I think it has a bug as well. Weird crash through from Venator, but he does score a graze. I don't think it was a full hit. Iron Gate into a stab. Piper just going ham. Out of measure. That's really the difference here. It's just that experience. Venator is a bit more measured. Piper's aggression is good, but you gotta back it up.
Oh, nice.
With proper spacing. There. Piper scores a flag.
Piper's not used to this stamina.
Piper not used to the stamina. Probably not, no. I suspect not. Oh, just his hand got tagged.
GG.
A bit too overzealous on the attacks, but
Yeah.
I don't blame him. That's how he plays Alex, so.
Yeah, I was kind of worried. Kind of worried about this fight because he's he's pretty wild. But yeah, in the second or the third flag, I can't remember which one it was. I noticed that he was throwing a lot of attacks, so I just was kind of waiting for him to to just gas out, so I can do something. Tao versus Lanz. Very interesting fight, I would say here. I think Lanz definitely needs to change his approach a little bit here, because Tao will not fight like Mike, and I'm not saying like in a level type of way. I'm talking about the approach. Tao is usually a player that does not get intimidated by by different things. He's just gonna go at it. It's kind of the same thing about you. You are very similar in that regard. You don't really get intimidated by, I don't know, a move or an approach. So it's always kind of hard to just bank on that pressure. Oh, Lanz needs a keyboard, sorry. Immediately after this fight, we are gonna go into the semifinals and the final for each. Lanz, you can select your. Okay. Tao left, Lanz next, right. We're gonna go into the semifinals and the final. We're a little bit. We might be late a little bit, but it was kind of expected.
Yeah.
Oh, Landsnecht is going Zera.
Maybe to make a point.
But I would also think that fights in the sabers will be a lot faster than long swords and rapiers and stuff like that tend to be a little bit more technical. And especially when you know it's like there are only like 5 flags, you get a little bit more. Oh.
Ooh. I don't think you changed the names, by the way.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that. I don't want to ruin the flow
Yeah.
here. Nice.
Yeah, because they both are just going at it right now.
Yeah. Tao is left and Lanz is right, for those who are watching.
First attempt.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice counter
Tao
there
is
from
staying
Tao.
solid.
Try to push.
Should have
High
grabbed
guard.
if at all.
Yeah.
Not sure the grab would have worked, but it was a better chance in that situation than the push.
Oh, and again.
Oh, just, yeah. Trusting Zera's guard, maybe a bit too much on the dash.
Ooh.
But nice, actually.
Nice
Set up the
counter.
stab perfectly.
Yeah. It's a good stab.
Yeah, Lance has seen Plebeian fight before, so he knows, I think, some of the moves that Zera has. Still, I think a tall order, because he doesn't have the experience. Oh, yeah,
nice.
and that might have been an example there.
Yeah.
Because I think he went for the A cut, but usually you want to follow up with an X cut. Nice Y, though.
Yeah.
Tao doesn't want to throw this away.
Yeah, Lanz is still keeping, although Tao has been... Oh!
Oh,
Still managed to...
anybody's game.
Yeah, I was about to say that Tao has been in control, but in 5 flags, like, you just get 1 or 2 flags and then you're back in the game. And that's exactly what happened here. But,
Oh, but
beautiful.
Tao nails it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, great fight. Beautiful retreat there from Tao.
Yeah.
And Tao and Oak are actually going to face each other again, and it's going to be very interesting. Because Oak did pretty good with Zera. Right, so now we're moving into some very important matches. And we're going to switch to 6 flags as we promised. Because the winners of these semifinals, not only they will get more points in the rankings, well, just 2 or 3, so it's not much, but also the right to use in the final tournament the characters from that particular category. So for some people, it could be a very good advantage. We're obviously going to start with thrusting swords now for the semifinals. And the first semifinal is going to be Ezekiel versus Eve. Ezekiel, very good Martha. Eve. Also, I'm not sure if Eve is going to play Marie this time. He might switch to Kalk maybe, or I don't know. Or maybe even Martha, but I mean, obviously Martha is a kind of a bad matchup for Kalk, but in a situation like this, you're thinking like, maybe should I go with a character that I really know how to play and maybe I have a chance, or just go with somebody that I think could do well in this matchup. I say statistically, people do better with their mains even in an unfavorable matchup, but there are certain instances where if you switch your character, you might win the fight. Not on long term, but maybe just that one particular fight. Does that make sense? Like you do that pretty often, actually. Like sometimes you just switch to a character that maybe you don't play that much just for the matchup, and you actually manage to get the win.
Yeah, it's always for a specific reason when I do that, but yeah, it often does pay off.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not even about the matchup, but just an attribute that I want. Like, I'm thinking, I need a little bit more reach, so I pick Yon, right? Or something like that. Or I need a little bit more power, so I pick Alex or Laszlo. Or Gideon.
Yeah, probably the best Martha right now, or one of the best, against probably the best or one of the best Cockstein players.
Yeah, definitely. More than worth the money, and you can try it out on our server for free too. So,
I'll be right back.
yeah. I wouldn't wait for the release, Landsknecht. I'd just get it ASAP. It's quite a good game. The fencing's more realistic than any other game out there right now. It's more satisfying. If you like long swords, sabers, rapiers, uh, definitely buy the game. And yeah, it's often on sale. And right now, it's just a steal to get a game for this little money that can keep you entertained for so many years. When other games are like, what, 60, 70, 80 bucks? Yeah, I'd grab it even for the asking price. Nice stab to the head. Ezekiel is slightly ahead. Yeah, it is modded, so it's slightly sped up, but we usually play without mods, and it's really fast even without the mods. It's just, yeah, exactly, but they don't understand what goes in to making a multiplayer game like that. And obviously, a lot of those people didn't bother reading the Steam forum post, which is right there, that tells you exactly why it's not possible for a ragdoll game to have native multiplayer. Kubold approached publishers, developers, and it's just not possible with current technology. You'd have to be some kind of netcode genius to come up with something that would work, and even then, it might not be possible. So, yeah, it's a shame people can't just read like a small little post before complaining like that. But the reviews on Steam right now are very positive, so uh, definitely the game is going in a good direction. It's just what Venator prefers. Most people do not prefer the speed mode. They prefer just regular default mode, but it freshens things up a little bit for Venator, so that's why he picks it. Yeah, definitely something to keep in mind, but the reviews are looking good now, so if that tells you anything. Is there a link for the Discord? I don't know if it's on Venator's channel. You'd have to ask. You'd have to have a look or ask him. But if you look us up on Discord, you can find us. Just look up Hellish Quart community server. We got banned when we tried to post it. No, it's on the Discord page.
Oh,
Yeah,
back
nobody got banned for it.
back right on time for the final flag. And honestly, I knew I took a little bit of a break because I knew this was going to be tactical. It's going to take a little bit. Down to the last flag. Ezekiel has
Mhm.
been in this position in the previous round as well. Blade beat.
Ooh, Y doesn't kill. Here's Graze. Yeah. Yeah, the games that appear to have physics in our multiplayer, usually there's actually not a lot of physics going on. It's just the mechanics have calculations based on physics, right? So,
Ooh,
like Oak is saying, Bannerlord.
I kind of expected that, to be honest. Like a dash to the face would
Hmm.
be a pretty good attempt. And Ezekiel wins the 6-5, and Ezekiel earns the right to use Marta in the final tournament, and he will be in the final of this qualifier. Next fight is gonna be Info versus Tao, also Six Flags. Probably another Marie versus Marta match.
YouTube blocks your comment. Oh, yeah, but that's any link, Piper. I think YouTube just
Oh, I just
anything
even
that's
wrote
not a
Marta.
YouTube link is
Oh.
just blocked.
Info and Tao will be fighting. Tao is in two semifinals right now. In this semifinal and the two-handed semifinal. I'm not sure if he's very interested in acquiring a character for the final tournament this one, but I'm pretty sure he's interested in winning the tournament, or at least making it to the final,
Hmm.
the qualifier. I mean, Info left Tao, right? Info and Tao fought yesterday on your tournament. Obviously, Tao had a
Yep.
different character then. Oh, Marie here. Marie Mirror. But probably Tao is a little bit more interested in the two-handed one, because he would probably need Isabella or maybe even Zera for the final event. But here's the thing: if he qualifies to the final here, even if he does not qualify in the two-handed, he would need only one more medal in another Saber tournament to trade those medals over one character. So yeah. Anyway, just my stuff. Tao here. So
Hmm.
what I wanted to say is that it's actually, if you have the chance of qualifying to a qualifier final, you should go for it, because it might help you acquire the character that you want. Oh, the second one
Nice.
landed. Yeah, two.
Yeah, Tao, he might not be experienced with Rapier, but he's super experienced with this game, and he obviously understands how Rapiers work. So
Yes.
make no mistake, Info has a tough fight here, and we're seeing that play out.
Yeah, I generally see that I would usually take a more experienced player over somebody that
Hmm.
mains that character. I think that
Yeah.
overall game experience usually trumps the experience with a specific character. Obviously, if the players
Yeah.
are roughly the same level, then the experience with the character matters.
Yeah. Oof,
Five.
the dash. Yeah, I was showing Tao the dash actually earlier in our spars. I'm not surprised he's throwing it a lot. It often even bypasses long guard if you're too close. And he's using it to whiff punish, which is really intelligent. Info will throw a double lunge or something, and then Tao just backs off, and then dashes in when Info can't even long guard in time. Info tried it there, but it's one of those things you've got to know how to use in Tao with a perfect performance,
Yeah,
actually.
flawless victory and very brave type of gameplay here from Tao. Tao is in a very good form recently. He's performing very well in all events, and he will be fighting Ezekiel in the final. But at this point, they both got the ability to pick these characters in the final tournament. They both got some extra ranking points. They will be obviously fighting for for winning the event. We're moving on to the two-handed weapons. Tao will be fighting there soon again. First fight is going to be me versus Pico in two-handed. Pico did great with Zera earlier against Subu, so he has a lot of tricks. Gotta be careful. And after that, the Tao will be facing Oak, but again, Oak tricky as well with Zera. Not a fight that you would want to treat lightly. Waiting for Pico. In the meantime, let's have a look at how many people we have in the Sabers.
It's a lot.
How?
Last I checked.
Let's load it. Oh,
14 for Polish. 12 for foreign, last I checked.
All right, we're gonna be here all night. That's what you guys wanted. That's what we're gonna do. So just brace yourselves and embrace the journey. Yeah, so I really can't promise you guys that this is gonna end in 4 hours or something. It's probably gonna take a little bit longer. But yeah, just take it as it is and enjoy the Olympics. That's what the Olympics are for. Kind of an all-nighter.
Yeah, anyone who signed up and is familiar knew that going in, so.
I mean, obviously, I can't really lower the number of flags. I mean, 5 is just kind of the decent number. You know, if you go to 4, something is just too much of a gimmick, I would say.
Yeah. Windmill. Yeah, Pekla is in great form today. I could easily see Venator losing here.
Thanks for the encouragement.
No, he's just all these cuts. It's so hard to approach him. He plays a very active Zera. And he's doing some cancels too. So you think you have his timing down, then he switches it up on you. Bunch of cuts, and there's the Y. Make that 13 with foreign sabers. Look at that. Eva's Eva's joined. It's awesome. Gathers the blade with the X cut, but doesn't follow it up. Nice try from Pekla all the same. He just couldn't follow it up because Venator was moving. Gosh, imagine Pekla if his Y-hander moving like that. It'd just be insane. Oh, he missed this work somehow. Oh, unlucky. Very unlucky. Pico, good back Y recovery there, otherwise Venator might have had him. The windmill actually parries the cut. Nicely done. That's actually a really cool cut in German longsword. And it's designed to sneak around the guard. That's why you would false edge instead of doing a cut with a true edge afterwards from the other side. They say you get an angle that your opponent doesn't expect. It's not a secret that I'm more into cutting when it comes to long swords and other weapons. The only exception is stuff like polearms, then I don't mind it as much. As long as I also have a polearm and it's not, you know, spear versus sword, which is just hopeless for the sword. But But even then, like when it comes to polearms, I'm usually more into halberds and stuff like that. The lance is the one exception, but only because I associate that with the horse. So the horse is like part of the package. Good cut to the hand. Oh, Tao's probably talking about that in his work. Yeah, I don't know, Tao. Pekola did an interesting follow-up there. The X cut into another one, but he doesn't quite get the parry there. I think it's tough to parry with that move. It's in theory you can, but I don't think it picks the most ideal angle for that. I think it's more intended as just a powerful cut. But a good try, and the idea made sense. Pekola on the back foot, throwing a lot of cuts, I have to say, somehow not getting tired, despite having been wounded. Snap cut there by Pico, back wise. Sidestep preventer doesn't land. The reach advantage is definitely felt in this matchup. And it's mostly because Zera is taller. It's actually not so much because of the swords. Although, you know, realistically speaking, that broad blade helps with reach as well, and
GG.
Venator takes it.
So he's so tricky, man. He's so tricky.
Yeah.
Because sometimes he's just doing like a full swing, and then you just go with an attack, and then immediately he cancels it into something that is very fast that goes into a side step or something like that. I never really know how to approach the fight against him. I'm just waiting for the right opportunity to attack. Anyway, GG Pico. I'm in the final. I'm a little bit more. I'm happy now because I know for sure that I can use Isabella in the final tournament. So that's a little bit of a relief. Tao versus Pico's crack wear off. Tao versus Oak, and now Tao is gonna probably go through the same matchup here against Oak. And I know that Oak is just playing this for fun, so that it's kind of hard to fight somebody that doesn't have too much pressure on his shoulders. Can think a little bit more, you know, can be a little bit more relaxed. There's Tao. Tao already clinched the final in the thrusting thing, and he can do this as well here. I'm actually very excited about foreign sabers and Polish sabers. I think it's just going to be such a complete different experience. And we can see exactly how these sabers all match up and everything. Nice.
Nice hit from Tao. That's usually a good move against Zera.
For the foreign sabers, I'm kind of weighing between Alex and Hassan maybe, but I haven't really played Hassan. Maybe Alex a little bit more. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm between
Yeah, go ahead.
Alex, Laszlo, and Gideon.
Gideon is in Polish saber.
Oh, he is. Okay, then Laszlo or an Alex. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, nice high guard. Although some people say that he also wields Killage, but it's not confirmed anywhere. It just kind of looks like that. Oh, nice one from Oak.
Yeah, and the confusing thing is, what makes it a Killage and what makes it a Sabla or Shabla could just be based on where it was made.
Yeah.
So
they look very similar actually. Because there are different variants of Polish saber. Oh, nice step there on the counter. 3-1.
It's like the term scimitar, which in English just means like any Eastern saber that's not European. So it can mean anything.
Yeah.
But if it's in Poland, it's not a scimitar, even if it's the same sword.
You can see a person that does not play Zera when they do that move, particularly. Tao a little bit
Tao
tired.
getting a bit tired after that beat. Yeah.
Again, he does it again,
Nice.
but gets countered this time. 4-2.
Double.
Yeah, I think Oak at this point needs to be just try to be as unorthodox as possible, because if he tries to play this conventionally, Tao is just gonna pick him apart. He knows every and the fact that Tao has actually mained Zera for so long and probably still mains him, he knows exactly the moves, the strengths, the weaknesses, and it does help. Like for example, if you're gonna play an Alex player right now, I'm pretty sure you're gonna know how
Hmm.
to approach that matchup based on what the character can do.
Besides that, oh, but it keeps going with the back Y. Good from Oak. Tao moved a bit to the side, and that protected him from the stab, but not the back Y. It's a very smart move.
Yeah, Oak is still hanging on, but I would say Tao is taking control, and there you go, he scores the 5th.
Yeah.
Dash attempt. Just for the B. Yeah, you can see in the Tao's body language that he feels comfortable. He pushes,
Nice.
but does not follow up. The thrust there gets blocked.
Yeah, Oak.
And
Definitely.
again,
Yeah, there it is.
yeah, 6-3. That B cut is very good at catching people in their wind up phase, especially a slower character like Zera. Oak with a good job though. Semifinals. Congratulations. The final is going to be between me and Tao. Tao actually do not leave because you need to fight 2 fights in a row. And the first fight that he's going to have is going to be in the thrusting swords against Ezekiel. Ezekiel left Tao, right? So Tao has the opportunity to do the double here by winning both matches. It's gonna be hard against Ezekiel though. And against me, I think it's really a 50-50 matchup, because in there we do know the characters pretty well. Okay, final of the thrusting swords, Ezekiel versus Tao. Ezekiel on the left side, Tao on the right side. Immediately after this finals, I would need Marie from Tao. Marie does have a couple of things that she can use against Martha.
Goes for a thrust to the face, but gets beat down, and there's a stab.
Yeah, I was about to say that after this event, I'm gonna need a few minutes to do the match with sabers as well. Gonna apply the same principles, which is mains are gonna be seeded, also according to rankings, and then the non-seeded players are going to be based on their rankings on the server. And there's going to be, as much as possible, a policy that in the first round at least, we're not going to have the same matchup. So yeah, I'm just going to take a little bit to figure all that out, and then we're good to go.
Nice from Ezekiel.
Actually, now that I'm thinking, I think if we can finish this, then 2 hours or so. I mean, with the other event as well, I think we're gonna be good for the, because usually when we do like an after party tournament, it starts a little bit later. And the final
Hmm.
tournament is not actually not going to be that long because some people will start from the lower bracket and whatnot. Anyway, back to the final 2-2 here.
Yeah, Tao was using that dash really nicely as an aggressive tool for Marie, and Ezekiel is sometimes getting caught by it.
Yeah, Pao attacking on all fronts.
Yeah, and he's ready for the back Y. He's well, even there, he got hit by the back Y, but doesn't care. I was gonna say he's not getting hit by it, but in this case, there was just a better hit. The dash has a lot of killing power, I have to say. It might be your most powerful move damage-wise. And Ezekiel's probably not run into a Marie who's fixated on using it so much. And it seems like you can't get too close even with long guard or you're going to get hit. So Tao is really bringing his understanding of the game and of a move that he just saw recently to the full effect. I think it's just one. Let me just track down that score so it's noted. That was 6-2.
Oh my bad, I missed the ending. Who won?
Tao 6-2.
6-2.
Made good
Wow.
use of that dash move for Marie. Yeah, it was working well on Marta. I was surprised. Ezekiel just had no answer for it. Even the back Y wasn't enough because Tao would close in so much that it would graze, and then the stab to the body kills.
Yeah, congratulations to Tao here. He will have the ability to pick Marie, Marta, Connor, or Kalkstein if he wishes to in the final tournament, and he also wins 3 points in the rankings. Ezekiel also gained this right of using these particular characters and 2 points in the rankings. Congratulations. And the final fight of this stream is going to be me versus Tao. Tao has been fighting a lot recently, so he's warmed up.
Hmm. To be fair, by the way, Eve, the flash is a move in real life. The dash and the thrust. It's obviously a bit reckless, but it is actual fencing.
So here we go. I'm not sure if he can take control. For the two-handed final.
Yep.
Let's.
And not all fencing's clean too. Sometimes you're just being aggressive and
Wow,
going for the kill.
20
That's how
people
some
watching.
fights go.
Nice. Here we go.
Thrust attempt. Wow, the retreat A, which we don't see often as a follow-up, is able to tag Venator's hand. Yeah, Tower's ready with that attack queued up. Posted to Vena into A thrust. Eye guard cut. Tower starting with a bang, but has to be careful. Venator's trying to punish him there. Especially Olympic fencing Eve, if you look it up, like that's kind of the meta move from what I understand in foil. Because literally if you're faster than your opponent by a millisecond, you win. So it's pretty dumb, but that's how they do it in Olympic fencing. At least foil, to be clear. Epee, in Epee, you can still do that, but if you double, both fighters get a point. Yeah, second place is very good, Ezekiel. Because you can still use your character. Yeah, very, very good placement. Tao is just a really good player. Not to say that you're not, but on any given day, Tao can beat anybody, I would say. Even with Rapier. Thrust attempts. Snap cut to the head, 2-2. Hit to the hand. Yeah, Tower is doing really well with these preemptive attacks. Standing Izzy thrust is truly really good. Yeah, 100%. I remember I used that in a longsword tournament once. I think it was Hema longsword, and I managed to score a bunch of points with it. And I think it surprised some people because a lot of people at the time wrote off Isabella's thrust as not being that good. To be fair, the follow-up wasn't that great back then. Still arguably not the best follow-up, but yeah, it surprised a lot of people because it was so fast. And still is. Venator is managing to make a comeback here, taking away Tower's initial momentum. Tower's landing some hand hits, but they're just not kill shots, interestingly enough. Even the high guard cut. The linger there forces a double. That was interesting. Double with the linger is not something you see very often. Push there. Even a grab might have worked, but push is very reliable if you think your opponent's going to be backing away. Very intelligent pick by Tao, regardless. He was kind of spoiled for choice there, I would say, considering the push landed. Exchange there. It's not so clear now that Venator will actually win this one. Not so clear at all. Tao is active. Going for a push. Venator backs off. High guard cut doesn't connect, but Tao is starting to get gassed out. Stab doesn't connect. Good try as Venator is sidestepping. It's actually a very good stab for tracking those sorts of movements. Catches a lot of people off guard when you're fighting Isabella. You think you can just sidestep it. You can, but you have to, in my experience, dash to the side. And in doing so, you're exposing yourself to other things. And often you want to put the blade in between you and the stab if you are going to be doing some kind of dash. Thrust attempt, a cut, nearly hitting the head, but Tower's just a little bit behind with stamina, and I think Venator's actually controlling the fight a bit better now that his momentum has completely dissipated. Tower's in the corner, going for a quick cut. Not trying to overextend here. And the high guard position is punished, but Venator doesn't secure the kill. And Tao just shows excellent tenacity. As Eve said, very important flag. Tao has won this flag, making it even. But there's the hand coming off. Venator with a nice high guard cut. Getting more lucky with the hand hits here. Getting the hand cut straight off. Yeah, very tense indeed. Push. That's it. Tao almost recovered. He tried backdashing. Good try.
Yeah, GG. Tao is very good at punishing push attempts. I usually go for push attempts with Isabella, and I tried earlier in the fight, and he punished me. And that was a very good flag from him. So he was getting tired, and I was just kind of pressuring him into gassing out. And then I hit him, and then immediately after I hit him, he went for the push. That was such a very good fight IQ there from him. Yeah, a good fight. I managed to win this one. Tao will still get the opportunity to play Isabella Do in the final tournament, so we can still meet. Yeah. And that's it for the first stream. So again, Tao wins the thrusting swords. I win the two-handed. Tao managed to get a second place in two-handed as well. Ezekiel managed to get second place in the thrusting. And now we're gonna go. Well, not right now. We're gonna take just a very short break. We're gonna go with the 13 and 14 people in the Sabres tournament, the foreign Sabres and the Polish Sabres. We're gonna have a lot of great fights there. So stay tuned. We're gonna do 5 flags in all the rounds before the semifinals. In the semifinals and final, we're gonna do 6 flags. And I know a lot of people play Sabres, a lot of people main Sabres, and that's why I put it in prime time. So people can do well. Great. I'll be right back in about 10 minutes maximum with the second stream. I will post the link obviously, and we're gonna start fighting. Yeah, I'll stay here in the comments here. Just gonna mute